Well, hello. How you doing? This is Anita Gibson, your coach, speaker, and educational strategist here to talk with you today. I've been talking about going from stuck to star power. We've talked about how fear can keep us stuck, how failure can keep us in that place. We've talked about how even family can keep us stuck because of how they feel about what we are trying to do. And today I want to talk about frustration. Frustration can really keep you stuck. Sometimes we are called to do things and we're excited about it. When you first get the understanding and the inkling that, there's something that you need to do, and there's confirmation of that, you're excited and you're moving on with it. And then time goes on and you begin to have problems. You have problems with trying to accomplish what you feel like God told you to do. You might have problems with figuring out, how do I get to the next level? And you reach a point of frustration. The frustration is there because you might not know what to do about a problem. It might be there because you thought you had it all planned out and now you don't know what to do. I can remember we had a time when we were really frustrated because our son at 2 years old was a pathological liar, if you can believe that. He was the sweetest thing ever, but if you asked him a question before he even had a chance to think, he would lie. And when you would ask him later, well, why did you lie about the color of the apple, or the, or where the toy was? It was there was no punishment that you were going to receive for the answer. Why did you lie? And he didn't know. And it just happened over and over and over again. And as parents, we were frustrated. Well, how do we help this child, to understand he doesn't have to lie? And so for a time, it's just like you're stuck. You have no solutions. There might not be anybody else who's even experienced what you've experienced. And so you just you throw your hands up. It's like, I don't know what to do. And so we prayed about it. And God gave us some strategies to help him. Because he also was very charming. And we realized that if we didn't help him begin to understand, what was going on in his head, and to begin to understand how important truth was, that being charming and a liar as an adult male was going to be a problem. And we wanted to help him with that. And so we turned our frustration into prayer. And we began to look for solutions. We decided that we were not helpless, and we were not hopeless, and we were not powerless, and that there was a solution. So normally frustration will cause you to get stuck. But we have learned, my husband and I, that frustration is actually a sign. It's a sign from God that there's something else that needs to be done. It's a sign from God to remind us that what we're going through is not about the people that we're looking at or who have hurt us, or what we're, trying to work out, but that the issue is really about what God is saying to us, and that our focus has to move from what we see to what he says. And so your problem always has a provision. It always has a provision. It always has a purpose. And so as you begin to choose to not be stuck because you're frustrated, and begin to look for the blessing that's in the midst of it, what the promise is. So when God gives you a problem, there's promises that are coming with that problem in his word. And as we begin to look for those promises, we are able to find his purpose in why we are frustrated. And so I want to remind you today, if you are frustrated, it's not to make you stuck. It's to get you to look around and see what is God's purpose, what is His promise, and what is His provision for you today. So I hope you guys have a great day. I want to just stop in and remind you that you don't have to be stuck and that God intends for you to have star power. There is no one on the universe, in the world, just like you, and there is work for you to do. So let that frustration go and be all that God has called you to be. Have a fantastic day. This is Anita Gibson, your coach, speaker, and educational strategist. Have a great day. Love you guys. Goodbye.